Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I made my first ever resin geode painting. So as you can see, I've already done a lot of the prep work to my board before starting this video. Firstly, I put down some borders with clay just to differentiate where I want each color to go and will help the resin stay more where I want it to when I start pouring. Then I painted those areas. One to remind me of which color I wanted where, and also some of the pigments I'm using are a little more transparent, so by painting those areas it'll help those colors have a little more depth. I also don't want my resin moving too much with this piece, so you can see I've taped around the sides of my painting. This way the resin won't be able to freely flow over the sides, and so I'll get a little less movement and have a little more control over where I want everything. And I've also used a hot glue gun to put down some of those crystals, that glass, before starting, just so they stay in place. And now you can see I'm using some clear resin with some glitter mixed in just to pour over those areas with the glass. So you can see now that the color I'm putting down now doesn't really match the color that I painted in the background. It turned out lighter and I really wasn't happy with the way the color mixed into the resin. So you'll see later in the video I made some adjustments in the second layer. So I don't know if you can tell, but this video is actually sped up a little bit. It is faster than real time. So you can see that this type of painting really is a time-consuming process to get all these layers and colors down in the right areas. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and keep watching. And once I've got all the resin down, I'll come in and explain what I'm doing next. So now I'm using a heat gun, mainly just because I want to pop the bubbles in the resin, but I am going to use it to blend the colors a little bit, but not for too long because I don't want them all blending together too much. So I've let the painting sit overnight and it's ready for a second layer. So as you can see right now, and as I mentioned before, I really wasn't happy with the color in the first layer of that coral. So I decided to choose a different color and went with this real sparkly raspberry color. And I'm really glad I did. I love how it goes with the purple so much more than the first color. And it's not a problem. If you don't like a color and you want to pour over with a second color the next layer, you can do that. It's just going to add more depth to your piece to have those colors and layers underneath. Now I originally put down clear in this area over the purple because I really liked how this area turned out in the first layer, but as you'll see, I ended up not being able to save it after all and ended up adding more purple in the end. But all in all, the finished result I'm really happy with. So after I put down all that silver, I felt like the glass sparkly pieces kind of got hidden and weren't really showing through anymore. So I just decided to add some more on top to add some sparkle back and try to define some of those areas more again. So now I'm just mixing up my resin for my third and final layer. Unfortunately, I forgot to video it, but as you can see, I painted on some lines to define some different areas of the geode. And so now I'm just pouring a final and last coat of clear resin just to seal everything together. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be linking some of the products and tools I used below, and please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks again.